Samuel, what does these developments on the shilling mean for stocks like Kenyan Airways and for obviously the tea companies as well?
Well, the impact is not instant. Usually, we still have very high foreign investment coming into the country in terms of buying of stocks on the stock exchange. We are yet to see what the impact will be, but I don't expect the impact to be immediate. Maybe we'll start seeing it towards the end of the week.
Just on a couple of other issues that we saw yesterday, some news coming out of the market there. Safaricom was really boosting activity on the NSE 20 yesterday, and we had the Communications Commission of Kenya saying that it's seeking comments from operators with regards to that mobile phone subscribers, that you can switch your phone contract if you want to. What impact is that going to have on Safaricom today as we lead up to the company's results on the 26th?
Well, I just think it just opens up the competition for every player on the market. And I think whoever is offering the best products is just going to gain from it. Safaricom remains strong. I think their 3G network, which they are actually upgrading to 4G, is still an advantage. They still have the advantage in terms of money transfer business in form of M-Pesa. And I believe they still have a very high level of goodwill on the market. I think that being the biggest taxpayer, it was inevitable that there was going to be a relook at all these new rules and what it will entail in terms of the competitive space in the telecom sector. So I feel that it is a good thing to be able to switch from different networks without having to change your SIM card per se for consumers. But I think that it will take time and it will take investors' selection. It will make it a matter of investors selecting who's giving them the best product.
Samuel, can we possibly see Safaricom actually take more market share? Because currently they've got 78% of the market, don't they?
Well, that's a probability. They still have quite a big, you know, a lot of muscle in terms of, and a lot of products on the market that are very positive. But at the same time, we are seeing all the other players coming in on the platform of a price war. Bharti Kenya, which is Bharti India, an Indian company which is taking over Zain, has already started reducing their tariffs, and I think that is signaling that there's going to be a price war in terms of subscriber fees as we go forward. I think the other companies, for example, Eco, have also tried to target the younger generation with very low tariffs. And so at the end of the day, in terms of calling or how much those users that are looking for cheaper tariffs will tend to go to the other networks. But in terms of products, Safaricom still has the upper hand.
Samuel Gichohi, we don't have enough time today, unfortunately. Thanks so much for joining us on Street Talk today. Leon, very quickly, we've got the MPC announcement coming out of Kenya this week. What are your expectations?
Well, I think the general expectation could be for interest rates to be unchanged, though I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak in with another 25-point cut. I think we're at 6.75 at the moment, maybe down to 6.5. And the reasons for that are, that the inflation outlook or the current inflation data remains pretty positive. For example, we had news this week that the very good rainfall that's come into the country over the last few months is filling up the dams, means that hydroelectricity power can be boosted, and this reduces cost of electricity and therefore is good for inflation. In general, there's not a huge problem with the maize product looks good, or the maize harvest looks good. There's not huge obvious reasons why why there'll be inflationary pressures in the short term. That said, we have seen money supply growth sort of bounce back. That's over 20% again. This is the highest it's been in 2 years, which might add a little bit of caution. But I think the balance of the current situation is that the inflation dynamics are still positive, and that might encourage them to make another incremental cut.